Okay, and welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in terraforming Mars. Or actually, no, this is Terraformers. Terraforming Mars is a different game. They're both about terraforming Mars, but this is Terraformers. And we're on the Selling Soul scenario. We're about a quarter of the way done. This is the game. Well, a lot of these game modes can sort of be exponential when you get your victory rolling. Although right now we're a little bit stalled for various reasons. We'll get you down. I've got the power for the water, so we'll put the water down. We've got the water. Or granted, I don't have the food. We'll have the food probably next turn to do the tube. We're going to back off on you. I think we're going to go grab a space hotel. And then we're going to stop exporting titanium because we'd rather ship it to the space hotel. How badly do I want silica? I probably do want a small income of silica because we're a little bit short on it, but... And we're making 6 power, so... Run something like that, and we'll just shove... Actually, I'm going to shove like 7 of these up here. That means we can always come along and do alternative space materials next turn to immediately complete it. We got 2 more expert routes. Actually, I'll sit like this. This probably looks good. Want some more science for various things. We want silica to get the school up. We want water to get more campuses up, that sort of stuff. So right now we're just trying to import the thing we're short on that we know we need in the near future. Food district, research district, life district. No on the life. Could do the research one. I don't really have the water to do that one, so we'll do the research one. So we celebrate our athletic victory. Next game will be held in 8 turns. We're actually already set to win the next one. We'll grab the observatory. And we'll go ahead and actually set that one up. +1 science, it makes support. And in theory has doubled the rate that this applies. And that's believable. That's believable. Doubling the rate. Gotta have the food and the water so we can set up this lava tube. Well, we can claim the water tube. Lava tube. It's gonna take a lot more than that to really get it set up. Grab that tritium, or discover that tritium deposit. Gonna do another space hotel. We're gonna move the titanium over from the one to the other. And we'll rinse and repeat. And then, depending upon what we pull next turn, we'll either alternative space materials or space hotel. Do you want to clear some rocks? Probably. Yeah, probably. And I probably want these before for this. Yeah, so we're gonna start prepping some rock clearing. So we're gonna clear you and you. We do have a thing where we're getting titanium every time we clear rock. Sound like 2 things we're collecting there with the rock clearing, but might be wrong. So that's some space, so we can put another location down. You know what? I'll put the school down. We'll get some science income that way as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting an asteroid to explore. We'll take the Malargemine asteroid. Yeah, we'll take the hospital. Take the hospital. Okay, so we're gonna do alternative space materials, and immediately complete the 2 hotels. Boom, boom. That gives a bunch of support. We're gonna want to finish this reasonably quickly because we're not actually going to be able to alternative materials this again. Of course, we could just continue to do what we were doing and put 7 more titanium in there. And then it's the space stuff that's the pain. I might back off a little bit on use. Vaguely do both at the same rate. So we'll finish in 2 turns at that rate, which is a good start. And you're the only one that has space for me to put a spaceport down. Or has a expand. I don't really have any place to expand you into. I could, and I think I will. Let's overwrite the regular landing pad with a spaceport. Okay, let's do that. Now look at all the power invested in just the titanium that needs to go up. And that gets another location connected to space. So that's good. Little lab. Are you... Look this way for the moment. When you permanently increase the amount of projects you can research, it's not proposals, it's researches. I might still take the... Yeah, so that one's going to provide 1 science. Actually, no, I probably just want raw science right now. I'll take the raw science right now. Okay, we're gonna space hotel. Again, we're gonna shove up 7 up there. This will clear, and we can clear that spot, so we'll have 2 spots next turn anyway. We have a bacteria play. No climate suitable for the metal one. So the quickest one is we got a 15, a 15, and places we can't play. And then 20. So we'll do the 15 here. That brings us up to 3 of the things. We get some more support per turn for that. Got a decent amount of science. Do we have any space anywhere? Pay the power, play the development center. And look at us more science, look at us more choices. I think that's what we want. And we're being told we can research a product because we just got really to get one more project. Again, I'm not interested in it, so we're going to turn it into science. We have more root capacity, which we're going to ignore for the moment. Wasn't... Oh, no, that was research, not... Well, they gave me 2 more. Oh, it increases the reserve by 2. Gotta read my card text. So we're gonna cash this in. Get a bunch of water. So now we got plenty of water. For at least 5 seconds. Drop you down, get your food coming in. Got a exploration satellite here. Gonna space hotel. 7 in there. Could use more tritium coming in because the upgrade for the elevator, which we actually need one more person for, the upgrade to the elevator is 32 tritium. And then over here, this is a bunch of stuff I gotta clear with power. We're not making a bunch of power. Do that as a start, and then we'll cycle the turn. I don't really want any of these researches. Although what I will do is we've got enough that we can put down the extra proposals. That doesn't get retroactively. No, it doesn't retroactively apply, so we'll take the 2 science here. Cycle the turn. So at least next turn we've got more proposals. More locations. Okay, Europa. Okay, we got more space stuff. Not necessarily better stuff. We'll take the exploration satellites here. Carpenter, we don't have any forests yet. You're a lot of nitrates we don't really have. Tempting, and we'll take you. And then we'll do alternative space materials. Again, that allows us to get a few of these things done right away. Click and click. Can we get you done in a turn? One short. Let's do it the other way around. I'd rather have the one science missing. Just toss it. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Penguins or forest? We'll take the penguins. Atmosphere level went up, that's good. Modular deployment, or modular city deployment. We'll take that. There's one place we can upgrade with this, so we'll definitely take that. So that's going to get us one step towards victory. We'll take the vaguely regular-ish food building, or person building that we make for food. Okay. So was it here we wanted another person? Well, probably eventually. Here, probably eventually as well. Let's do it here. So now when we have the tritium, we can do that upgrade. Ship. Say 7 food up there. Space hotel. 5 up to there. Okay. And then you have an expand. Not sure where I'm going to have you expand yet, but you have an expand. We've got level 2 oxygen. There might actually be some animals we can play. Yeah, there might be places we can animals down. So let's play the one support cost, put the animal spreader down. Can we actually get the penguin? No. Okay. We'll back up for the moment. Oh no, we're only level 1 auction. I thought it was level 2. We got a big auction payout, not that was step up. It was the atmosphere that stepped up. Okay. Okay, well we know we're at least going to win the games. That's good. That's a step in the right direction. Yeah, let's conserve a little bit of power for the moment. Cycle the turn. Robot district, infrastructure district, or research district. I'm gonna go research district. We don't really got a great amount of oxygen. Greenhouse. Cool. We got enough food, we could probably put the greenhouse down. We probably have a place to put the greenhouse down. Not too worried about that, although we'll have the space. So yeah, let's go grab you. Grab you. That's our choices. Alternative space materials, which allows us to complete you. You can only go on Ceres, so we take the extra water income. And then I have to import some. Okay, so that will work. That'll put us pretty low on nitrates, but that'll work. And then we'll complete those projects and have some new ones potentially in the future. We got a couple explorers here. What would I be looking for exploration-wise? I'm gonna actually clear these two so we can set up the city there in the future, possibly. Anyway, what do we have? So you're done. Let's clear rock, get a farm down. Clear rock, get a farm down. Probably want people to go there, but that needs food. Otherwise, we've got 2 spots left. Let's get more proposals. Clear you and place a research. Yeah, research center for the more proposals. A little cycle return at this point. Another asteroid. This is silicates. We are a little short on silicates, and it's otherwise good. A bunch of researches that I may or may not want. I tend to produce things, so that's actually tempting. We are going to get 2 researches, so we've only got really 1 space. So whatever I grab, I want it to finish. I want to be able to put it down if I grab more than 1 thing. Although I'm not maybe desperate for water. Combined living, yes. No on those, no on you. We got the titanium, produces, yeah, let's do that. Okay, we enable you, we enable you. So we've got the space for the asteroid. And we'll make pretty good speed on that asteroid. I think we'll do half of it this turn. Yeah, we'll do half of it this turn. We could do more, but we're not gonna get ahead of ourselves there. New animal. Oxygen temperature 0. Not sure we got any places that are temperature 0 yet. We're gonna win the Mars game on the next turn, or the Mars Olympics on the next turn. We want to do the combined living. Let's do that here. Actually gives us 2 spaces, so that allows us to get out to the power. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Geothermal power, and we might as well set the mine up and get more water coming in. At some point, we'll probably actually tear the water mines out and use them to flood the world. This is not an optimal location. Well, it's optimal location right now. We're going to put you there. That makes 1 power. It's going to make 2 atmosphere. Eventually, we'll probably want to clear those rocks and move it, but for the moment, that's going to be making power. It only needs 12 turns to pay itself back. We still have a event. I want this one, although we're short on science to make it work. How much launch capacity do I have left? I have 5 launch capacity left. I'm going to go ahead and put up another space hotel anyway. We're going to push 5 titanium up to it. And then we'll cycle the turn and see where we are. Needing more support. We do win the game. Celestial development action. Oh, I do want that. And we could, in theory, play that, so that's good. Recharges 14 minus 2 for every 2 people in the city. So we want to put it in a place where we've got a lot of people. Got the robot one, okay. And then we need to be playing stuff. Support for power titanium. That's increased, to be fair. And we're not getting any more space stuff, so we could do... I'm going to take the 6 random resources rather than the extra hotel. And then we're going to put the science into the development center here. So we can't put it here because we're full. We only have 4 people there. We have 4 people here, so it'd basically be the same, although we're not full here, so that's a better place to put it. Here we've only got 3. Here we've only got 2, so yeah, probably wants to go here. We want to get it working real quick. So let's place the extra Martian Development Center down. That is providing us a development action. I'm gonna do Europa here. Those are gonna complete, and that's gonna... Well, that's already set to succeed in 8 turns. We won't be so lucky for the next one. Although we could probably solve the next one right now by placing the Olympic game location. Yeah. Yeah, these will complete. That'll provide us with a bunch of silicates. Oh, I suppose in hindsight we could have turned around the next where the silicates to complete another level on this Mercury, but we'll be fine with that in Europa. And when's our next Martia? 4. Our next exploration was 4. Okay. I don't have the food for an expand. I don't have the food for that type of building. We don't have the science because we just spent all the science. Okay. Recycling turn. New leader. Space tourism out, propaganda, or interplanetary leadership is in, and the answer is interplanetary leadership. We want the weather control facility. And source the power, or source the science. Oh, this space hotel costs 5 food. Okay. I might still do that. Best way for support and food's cheap enough. If I'm grabbing anything, I basically need to be able to play it. Otherwise, I should turn it into science. I think I'll just turn it into science. We're gonna complete. We're gonna complete. And if we get up to space, you're 25 per development level. So I probably do want to develop one of these again before I play it on that. Shortage of food. Oh, and I've successfully helped those ones. So it is the tritium or the thing, so I can't get +1 from food choice. Okay. And we got exploration satellite stuff to do. Is there any planetary? There's some planetary science there. There's planetary titanium there. There's a large science one, so let's hit the large one for science. Power titanium or tritium. Grab 2 expands. I could grab you. Yeah, let's grab the 2 expands. Okay, we're gonna lose the 2 proposals, but that'll be fine. We're gonna do another combined living. I'm gonna turn water to the athlete training complex, making sure we're winning well off into the future. We're gonna use one of those expands to grab you to play observatory on. I'm going to explore satellite-wise U. That's a gigantic nitrates deposit. I do want the nitrates that bad. Not really. Doesn't mean I shouldn't grab it. I might try to save it until we get advanced food processing. Okay. 5 and 10 and just finish the space hotel. Demos, Moon City. That's if we had this one pop up after on the last person, we probably on the last person, we probably would have done it. Although new space projects requiring 20% less to complete, and it's just food and water. Okay. Enable. There we go. Oceans, food, that's pretty cheap. That one's pretty cheap. Okay. We're obviously going to want you set up real quick. Yeah, something like that. The 20% savings on new space projects will be useful. Because most of the stuff we need to do is actually space projects. We might not actually do much on the moon other than get the 20% bonus there for setting it up. Yeah, set up the line. Oops, no. Undo that. We want to grab you first. Then we set up the mine. So we get the +6 support. Yeah. Support return. And now we're really rewarded for potentially getting more food set up. And water set up. There's some water there. We'll see how that goes. Although we might be a little... might penalize us if we lose the production. Less sure about that. Presumably it penalizes you for losing the production. 2 for regular power cost. Okay. Tritium, we do want that. Venus, Io, Titan. Let's do Titan. We have the ability to export titanium to eventually get that level up pretty easily. Mars Olympic Stadium. Obviously, presumably only happens when you have the Mars Olympic in effect. 30 power, though. No, we're gonna pass on that. We don't really have this. We got so much stuff that needs science. We're gonna pass on the science stuff. Same sort of thing with food. We're just gonna take that with the science. Play you. Get another animal. And I need to back off enough. Actually, let's do that combo. Okay. Whittle the water deliver, then we'll just be the food. So we'll complete this. That'll make that cheaper, and then we'll force this done like a turn. Okay. Okay. And then do more exploration on the planet, probably. What have we got? We got a bunch of 3s. Although there's a decent 3 there. Yeah, it looks like mostly 3, so we can pay 6 to do exploration. We'll look at 2 spots. Okay. I want you. Like that. We really, really, really want that. So we're gonna trash this because I don't have the space for it right now because I really want one of those things. So we'll take you. That clears that spot. That puts that in. We're gonna pass on you. Or food. Or trains. Let's grab trains. So obviously we're completing you this turn. Next turn. We'll have it done at the beginning of next turn. Okay. Science titanium. Actually, let's start shipping the science up to that because we know what we're gonna want. Well, actually, that's gonna be 20% savings, so I can do like 4, so that's half the cost up there. Those up on that one. Okay. Because of the resources down here, I'm tempted to grab this lava tube. So let's explore the neighbors. do a similar thing with you. Do 3 power to explore you, and then 3 power to explore you. Want the food next turn. Raising expectations, that's not great, but we'll have to live with it. Maybe? No, I got a big thing I want to spend tritium on, so no. Turn you in. This allows us to just place the headquarters someplace. We'll go there. Wasn't Desmos? New space projects. Existing ones don't count. Of course, space ones don't count. That would make it too easy. We'll get that thing done. That'll give us 2. We can go grab the first 2 levels on Mercury. Place you. I'm gonna clear a rock and get the hospital down as well. It's buying us some more time. Not buying us a lot of time though. Okay, at this rate, I don't think we're going to be able to get these upgraded before the Interplanetary Cultural Exchange, so we'll start grabbing those for the 75 support each. I'm being told I can still do a project. Not really interested in any of these at the moment, so we're going to take the science. Ceres fuel supply, or we can't spare any. I think I can pay the Ceres fuel supply. And then we'll want you in the empty slot we're about to make. Complete you, play on Mercury. Tritium, panel. Then you get grabbed for that slot. And then we can immediately put you, say, on Saturn so that we can get the 75 there. Or get the 100 there instead of 75 next turn. Sure. Okay. Okay, so I've not got the power to do it there. Do I have a spot that makes sense to do it there? No, I'll have to do it. I'll have to break a rock to do it there. I'm trying to think about places I can get a good, get the train station down. Here would probably be a decent place to get the train station down. Yeah, that's not really where I want to place it, so I'll have to move it later. But although that's gonna require power to set up, back that up. We might still do it where I was planning on doing it over here. Yeah, because then that'll reduce the unhappiness there. We'll have to grab those 2 spots with it. That one maybe, we'll see. Search a project. We don't have the space for you. Let's just turn that into science. Place a development center. It gives us a little bit more science, a little bit more support. And it gives me another one that turns another science. Okay. Large asteroid, another one for tritium. Tempted to grab it. we do 100 support from there. So you'll be done. Then I can grab the asteroid. And we can finish grabbing that one and start the process of grabbing that one. Okay. So we turn that in, get the 40% more yield, turn that in, get the bunch of tritium, then we'll have a bunch more tritium after that. Okay. And we get an animal choice. We'll take the palm trees. I have the power, so let's do the rail line. Let's grab you. And we'll hold off on that choice for a moment. Probably want to put the solar panel there. Still got plenty of other grabs. Let's grab the water, because that's going to give us support. What am I? Grab you. Do the plant spreader. So now we just need to figure out how to get some rain for some warmth. Before I forget, we were going to do climate controlling here. We got this science for the first tier, so let's grab that. Auction's -1. Okay. Temperature now 0. We'll be able to upgrade that again next turn. Still got a spot, still put the animal spreader down. The animal spreader obviously isn't going to do anything either because we don't have... Oh, I can get the hares down now. Okay, let's get the hares down. They'll provide so much of support. Okay, let's... I've got a bunch of research choices. So we can't grab you because space is full. They don't have any water yet. I don't have good adjacency of the power. We'll grab the Android hub. I think the power would have been greater early on. I'm just going to turn into science. Cycle a turn. Oh, the game's really trying to make me lose at this point. We may be losing. We'll see. Tempting. Aerogel manufacturer. So we're going to complete you. So that in theory busts you by a bit. So we can complete you. We can then... Might as well grab you. Less interest in the rest of these choices. Pop in here, upgrade you. Pop in here, upgrade you. That provides us a lot of launch capacity. I haven't done Mercury. Let's hit Mercury with that for the support. It's only 50 support, but it's not 0. It's now a decently high comfort rating here, so we're gonna set up a city here. And when it gets population, grab some of the nearby stuff. And then launch capacity-wise, 6 silica, 4 titanium, so we can get that done in a turn. That's set to finish in a turn. Okay. I think that's where we're going to be for the turn. Yeah, I'm not going to grab any of that. We're going to turn it into science. We're going to cycle the turn. Another huge asteroid, this time for tritium. We'll take that in, actually. Maybe we'll do the oceans. It's, complete. Yeah, let's grab the ocean one as well. I have 19 launch capacity, so I could just complete the ocean one right now. That'll provide us a support from terraforming, and then we'll start making progress on the tritium one. We don't got no oceans, so we can't do plankton. We can now do Melodronas, although doing it right now would actually lower our support. We do really need to get that rain going. Yeah, let's put it there. Then we can do the Mel one next time and get a support bonus from it instead of losing support. For the moment, let's grab you. We'll put the observatory on it. Get the space stuff going a little faster. Athlete training complex there. Get a bit of support. Really secure the next game for us. Crystal Cave for silicates. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the support cost to get the mine going. Okay. I'm gonna pass on the rest of these for the extra science. Oh, we got the science. Yes, we do. Upgrade you for more support. So you're either going to be the park or the central park. That's going to require a bunch of oxygen. Do we have the oxygen in the zone? We don't. Although, we will if we up oxygen 1 tier in 22 turns. So if we make it 22 turns, we can run the full safari park. Which is a bunch of bonuses for animals. Or we can go this option. We would be able to complete this option as soon as we get enough people in the city. I think. Yeah. We'll hold off on making that choice for the moment. We'll see how the oceans go in the next turn. Oh yeah, no, the game is like, no, you're losing the game. We did a good run. This is my first time attempting this on recording, so it doesn't surprise me that we're not gonna succeed. Yeah, I don't think any of these are actually gonna help us with completing our goal. We're gonna complete you, get a bunch of ocean. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's back up a step. Yeah, I'm not gonna claim. No, I'm not gonna claim it. It's too late. Too late. Flood in that ocean. So now, can we get a plant down? Yes. The plant will buy us a little bit of time. So I got a 10 turn, a 12 turn, a 17 turn. So plenty of places we can get plant down. So I'll take the quickest one down. 40 support, yeah, that's buying us a little bit of time. Not buying us a lot of time, but... Okay. Get you done. And what, we're halfway to victory? We've got like 2 turns to go before we lose the game, but we're halfway to victory. That may make it a little bit hard, because we're literally fishing for ways to increase our progress. Yeah, we're just fishing for ways to increase our progress, and that's kind of the problem. The fishing's not going particularly well. Okay. Movement text just being suggested real rapidly. We got a couple explorers. We'll get that spot going. We're able to go. I'm not really sure if we want that spot. That's a different problem. Yeah, so I could put a city down, but I don't necessarily think a city's going to be a solution to all our problems, right? This has got 3 support, so we'd get like 3 cities and 3 support. 13 support, I think. Is it, current? I think that's a 14 on there. Okay, so we get like 17 support. Well, 3 per turn and 14 immediately, which isn't going to make or break the run, I think, right now. And we can only get 25 in space. If we do that, okay. Or we can do 2 explorers. The two explorers are going to be the best support-wise. So 24 there, 20 there. Gets us some more tritium as well. And then from a trade standpoint, if we want to progress Europa, we really want to be pushing tritium off the planet. So what do we want in for it? Silica's tempting, but we want to progress the Mercury one. So that's 2 points that we can plausibly get if we do it right. We don't care for importing science or food. We'll import science. Interplanetary leadership's out. Seafaring or trade is in. Especially an ocean mine is tempting. That option, because then we can just flood a bunch of places, or try to flood a bunch of places. Any of our stuff actually going to flood is a good question. IO. And of course, nothing to grab more stuff, which is what I need. I'm getting other orbital stuff. At least these provide support if I do them. And then the only one missing is... So in 3, we'll get Venus. We're not going to make it to 3, I suspect, at the current rate. A bunch of tritium in. Okay, so we got like 20 export capacity, as long as 1, or actually 21 export capacity. So we can probably get the food. Actually, yeah. Get the U this turn. Start on U. We can finish you up in a turn. Although, there's maybe a question whether we're going to survive the turn. I'm going to decide who I'm replacing you with. No, the reason I did that is trying to figure out how many places. We've got 2 flooded places. So we have 1 water mine, so just doing it for the water mine, that's probably not a sane thing to do. Yeah, so we're going to go U. Although you really aren't providing me any way to get good support. think we're going to get exactly one more turn that we're going to lose. Yeah, we're going to get exactly one more turn that we're going to lose. So we'll cycle that turn. Making sure it's cheaper. Could have used that earlier, but at this point it's a bit late. Nothing to help us with our actual goal. Nothing's going to overcome 259 support penalty, so this be the end. So we'll turn you in. We'll set it up so that we can technically complete that if we survive the turn. No, we're not. Oh, we're getting a development of a celestial body. That might as well just be Ceres. It doesn't really matter where we develop at this point, so we'll develop that one, finish it off. Or actually, we're going to back that up. We're going to do that on Europa. Get them some more water. If I sack you... Subtract is 4 power each. Okay. Doesn't buy us a turn. That was the proverbial Hail Mary pass. If I get the ocean flood from the terraforming, is that enough to buy a turn? The answer is no. Yeah. Okay, so we made it to 11 out of 20. And then the support makes us lose. So that is that attempt. Project failure. That is the attempt. My first attempt, to be fair, at trying to record a run that does that challenge. So we just failed Settling Soul. Tomorrow's part, and well, we'll see how long we actually go in the next one. We're going to attempt Grand Monuments next, at which point I'll have attempted on recording all of the game styles. So I hope you've been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part of this up tomorrow. There might not be a part of this up the day after tomorrow, depending on how well the next run goes, but this is perfectly good to put the part break in. Again, the internet right now for me is down, so we'll see if I can get this uploaded in time for there not to be any delays on YouTube, and it's not being streamed live. So until next time, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.